Это кажется невероятным.
It seems incredible that in our lifetime, despite the current level of morality and ethics in all the countries of the world, all the people are touched in Russia with the use of high-frequency radiation. Sometimes even bacteriological agents or viruses are used for it as well. The church is going at its full power. It hurts. It is unbearable. Therefore, I am warning everyone, because it may turn out that some of you are being treated the same way, touched secretly in your apartments or houses. No, it wasn't a slip of the tongue. It really is happening in your own house, or even now they have already installed generators on your car. If you have one, they will drive up next to that place where you left the car. They can leave, but their generation will work automatically. So, touching is everywhere. It is a whole army of idlers and criminals who were nurtured by Mother Russia, or rather the modern government. The film will consist of two parts. The first part will contain all the facts, without any unsubstantiated statements, as well as attached photos. The second part will describe all the symptoms. So, here is the first part. I'll introduce myself first. My name is Vasily Vasilievich Lensky. I am 80 years old. Do not think that they keep a whole army of criminals who are engaged in the secret abominations for me alone. I wrote about it many times for a long time. Their churches have been happening not for once. They didn't start it yesterday or a month ago. I wrote to Putin, I wrote to Prosecutor General's office, I wrote to the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Of course, I was not unfounded. I attached some material there. There were videos, photos, documents, all their data about measurements of electromagnetic radiation. I was completely ignored. They got so impudent that a policeman recently came to me. He was just standing for a bit, twisting his pen on the tablet, and then he just left. In conclusion, he says, no devices, no generators, and other means of high-frequency radiation have been detected. It is still going on. From this side, across the road, to the mountain, Nabережная Street 15, the bastard is sitting out there controlling it himself. He is directing it right into my temple. There behind, there is a high frequency source construction. Particularly, there is a water pump, but the same criminals are on duty there. I've seen them in person, but at first sight you look and say, yes, the scumbags can do it. But the fact is that they are performers. And the others, where are they? They are hiding in secret. Well, how come? There's no way for it as Putin used to do martial arts, poisoning someone in secret who is an object of his hatred. No, this is immoralist. This is a shame. So this immorality is legalized. All my letters were either denied and sent to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, or it was written in response that nothing had been found. Yes, they come, and even before that, policemen other had come too. A woman came to me, walked around with some kind of device, and here I'm gonna make a note. I'm a specialist. I worked for a state electronics institution. As they say, stop pulling my leg. Devices are just devices. Each of them has its own purpose. Are you hidden now? You want me to put the cat back inside the bag, don't you? It's bad luck of yours that I'm still a pro in electronic devices. Well, as for the injuries, I will show the photos here. After all, they have different modes. They can put in on shooting mode, so they made a wound on my knee and I can't walk. They have made the high-frequency electromagnetic and the acoustic modes of such great radiation intensity that when radiation was directed from the water pump to my sacrum bone, right from below, at night I can't walk anymore. Now I'm just crawling. They are crippling. I even wrote in one of letters to Putin, I'd rather be killed. This is atrocity. Who said that death is worse than torture? In the East, people used to get stuck especially on a stake so that they would not die so quickly. That's what the scoundrels do. They are torturing. Did people die? Yes, some did. Evgeny Stepanovich Ivanov. But anyway, may they rest in peace. No use enumerating them all. They are in the afterlife now. There are many more who you don't even know. What does medicine, which also serves them? The army of criminals state in the medical report. When striking the cardiac area, the pericardium and the cardiac bag contract, the heart starts the arrhythmia mode because of everyday influence. I repeat every day and night. The knot is being tightened and the person eventually dies. There is so much death. What do they write in the report? It was a heart failure. Well, it is clear for whom they wrote that and who will take that risk, who will come out like me, revealed it, and announce their crimes in front of everyone. I announced it to the whole world. I hope this video will be translated into other languages, at least into English. The whole world community should know about the abomination of touching the elderly. My wife, Tatiana Nikolaevna Shashuta, is 70 years old. She is also suffering from radiation. Those who live nearby, they are also under radiation. One of them is a member of the Coordination International Court of Mothers. Tatiana Nikolaevna is the president of the International Court of Mothers. You know, scoundrels. Women have been attacked. Elderly women, aged women, they are being touched as if no one knows. What is it? Martial arts? A new kind, an immoral type. Well, when you look at the photos, you'll see a wound. It hasn't occurred at once. The beam is just so accurate. That's come back from the mountain, Naberezhnaya Street 15, the village of Penkina, Vladimir region, Kamyshovsky district. He drills all that time. The pain is impossible. How to describe it? Well, maybe someone who had injuries knows what I'm talking about. So this pain is more horrible. I'm attaching a photo for you. Do we defend ourselves? Yes. We defend ourselves in every way we can. We try to weaken it in some way. Here you see the socks with mineral wool from the side. It's weakening. There are some means too, but you can't be safe anyway. So I'm telling you, what do they expect? It's deeper. How can I show you? Yesterday and the day before it, we went to the medical center in Vladimir. Yes, there is already a serious cardiac disorder. But what can I tell the cardiologist? That it was the scoundrels and criminals hidden in the street who caused me this arrhythmia, this damage. And if there is a fatal outcome next, yes, the doctor will report a heart failure. There are footmen. They're afraid. They're afraid. So I didn't tell the cardiologist anything. Otherwise, he would have fallen off his chair with fear. The internal damage will eventually appear. What are the symptoms? I guess you'll run to the doctor. If you do not know the reason, you will think that something is tingling in your heart or there is a barking cough, the type of cough when the pericardial bag is compressed, dry cough, gusts. You will think that the problem is in your lungs. No, my friends, this is a compression of the heart bag and the body is trying to somehow relieve cardiac activity by coughing. As I am still alive, I am going to open this skull. I'll expose their vile immoral essence. And when in the history of mankind have you seen all people touched, even Hitler didn't do this. And our lads have grown up. You know, if this ray of an archetype or an acoustic one is pointed on one's nail, yes, as the nails is used to put needles under the nails, you would scream. The pain is unbearable. You say, run away. Where to run? At night. Where will you run away to? Moving to a new location. The thing will find you in 5 minutes. Yes, it has all been tested. We moved a few times trying to defend ourselves. They have combat generators made for the civilian population. So, here is the second part. If an electromagnetic beam hits you, there will be an accumulation of an electric state. The whole body will be stepped. You won't be saved. If it's happening during the day, well, you can go to the sink and soak it with water. It will be over after a while. And at night, what can I do? That bastard will beat me after finishing this shoot. I will go and start washing everything with water, massaging myself, rubbing my body with ointments. But this is during the day. What is at night? Keep in mind that women are very often beaten by scoundrels on their reproductive organs. Yes, every day. This is now the morality of those who have settled in the government, searching as hard as it takes. In the whole history of mankind, judging old people is something new. This is the merit of the Putin regime, his personal merit. I wrote in the letter, it's better to be dead. Who told them that to live in such daily, day after day for a long time, touch, mutilation, pain, misery and internal functions and disparate. It is what we want. Suffering is here. We would agree to live like this, it's better to die. So when the policeman came, Tatiana Nikolaevna told him, I'd rather be killed. He said, they won't kill. They will touch, they will touch, they will touch, they will not kill us. Of course, When living such life, death would be like relief, getting rid of these scoundrels and bastards and escape from criminals who have hidden slyly. Yes, if I am revealed now, despite the fact that I have been crippled, I can move somehow. I just want to get to his throat. I will crush this bastard. Will they put me in jail? No, they will not do it. They are so afraid of publicity because there would be a trial, and at the future trial I will present all the materials. There will be representatives from the Association of Scientists and Intelligence and from the Court of Mothers who will record the whole process. After all, I'm the president of the Association of Scientists and Intelligentsia. I'm a professor. I'm the author of the multipolarity theory, not the duality that you all see using your computers. Multipolarity is a new step in the history of mankind. No, that's not why I'm being touched. Not for that. They started touching me when I didn't even inform anyone about multipolarity, not even secretly. You say they touched me something. Don't look for an answer. If there is an army, they will find the reason why. So, if there is a tremor in your chest or body, a tangible internal tremor, it means they are pumping you up. It's their generators. I've already told you about tingling and burning. If your feet burn, not just fingers, if your fingers hurt, maybe they have a screen and they see where precisely to hit. If your legs are still burning, it's because of strong electromagnetic radiation. This electromagnetic radiation induced on the legs hurt them up, and so the burn appears on you. The subcutaneous layer of your skin is burnt, and therefore you have that feeling of burning. So, these are two symptoms. You'll feel which part of your body will be hit. You may not feel it right away. At first it felt like scratching, tingling. For example, he just pointed it at my head. Yes, it's on my head. Now they're working hard on my head and hurt, and my legs are already crippled. I can now move just with a crutch. I can't walk without help. Rejoice, Vladimir Vladimirovich. Rejoice. You have reached the heights of this abomination, this immorality, and to all the other scoundrels who execute their orders, rejoice. My toenail has even turned black, the toenail on my thumb. If your nail turned black, don't be surprised. Regular radiation is out there. Well, apparently there is blood clotting or the nail is burning very much, but the fact is that the nails turn black. They become black. They do not turn yellow as from some fungus. They really turn black. Well, what is the way out of this? Of course, the best way out is if the whole gang dies. But they settle in really well. They make a living for it, they eat and get money for it. I would like to know the one in the water pump and along Nabережная Street. Does he receive good money for mutilating, torturing, and killing people? Doesn't he know that? Yes, he knows. If he directs the generator with his own hand, he totally knows what is being discussed here. However, they did not test it on him. If they had tested it on each other, I think they would have had conscience, but no, sorry. They have no conscience. If there had been conscience, they would have gone to hell long ago. They would have killed themselves long ago because of such a shame from such an abomination they are all engaged in. But they won't commit suicides. They won't even watch this video. Some footmen will watch it and make a report. I have no doubt about that. A report to a law instance so as to straighten it even more, because after the police came here, their radiation has intensified. I repeat, it has intensified. I mean, the police came to me and wrote that there was nothing, and then they just gave those scoundrels to go ahead to bully, touch and maim the elderly, to act shamelessly, and they still receive money for it. Yes, don't be surprised. As long as this bastard reigns, all the abomination will continue, and not only in this form, and not only creating some kind of COVID. They don't hesitate to use some arsenic or some aerosols. They strike with aerosols. They struck the garage and our home. And then you just can't sit in the car. There is scoundrel with a generator in another car. There are an army now. You have no idea where your money is going on. What for you pay taxes? They are hanging around your neck. They are not productive first. If they were just freeloaders, like in the State Duma, where they made up everything and just gave it a green light. A non-lethal weapon. Just think about it for a bit. Stuffing their checks and devouring your funds. They have signed suffering and church to so many unfortunate people. That's what a non-lethal weapon is, and when the necessary amount is reached, then death comes. But as you can see, it is never reported as it is. It is reported as a heart failure or something so ridiculous. They'll make up something, they will. After all, the policeman made up that he didn't find anything here. What instruments did he measure with? In fact, he didn't have any instruments. No one came here, no one measures anything. And the conclusion was made up. And so it went on by thread. So it will reach the top management, stating that everything is safe. In their heart they rejoice, they sing songs, they dance, everything is wonderful, the elderly is treated well, we will raise the pensions and so on. And on the other hand, the same old people will be maimed, killed, destroyed. But who will know about it? You will find out about it now, and I will not let this film be deleted. I am all over the world again and again and all over the world. If it is translated into other languages and saved by those who know what it is about, you can't hide this film anywhere. I don't even wish you good health in conclusion. It's a useless and empty idea. Your health is in the hands of scoundrels. If they want to, they will touch and maim you. I repeat, I can't walk anymore. My legs have been crippled and they still are. The fact that you will run fast to hospitals is a joy for them, because they either do not know or they are afraid that something similar and terrible would happen to them, because the scoundrels can put anyone on their list and touch any time. Therefore, I hope that we'll meet again soon. And this is not my last film. I will collect the facts. I will collect the materials that I sent to Putin, to the Prosecutor General's office, to the Ministry of Internal Affairs. I will post all the formal replies. This is my seventh message to Vladimir Putin. I am one of those people who believe in let's be friends forever. I wrote once. I wrote the second one in a while, and the generators increased their power. Then I wrote the third one and the first one, and now this is seventh appeal. Let's see.
И вот это седьмое уже обращение. Посмотрим.